Hi guys, I'm just waiting for Linda to join. Hi. Hi everyone. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Hi guys. Okay. Hi guys, I'm just waiting for Linda. Hi to join. I'm Stacey. I run 90 Day Fiance now. Haven't been on here. Woo!
Hi!
Hi Gara. Oh,
It's like a reunion. It's been so long. Hi, Stacey.
I want to cry. You guys, we had a show. Me and Linda had a show together for years. Like 3 years, I think, right? Like
Yeah,
about
yeah.
3 years.
Actually, it was
Oh
like
wait,
4 years.
because we were hosting shows before that, other shows, and then we did 90 Day. Like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm so sad. It feels good to be back though. I'm like, okay, I did a little hiatus. Now we're back. How are you,
Yes.
Linda? How are you?
You know what? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I miss you.
I miss you too. Oh my
I
gosh.
love crazy
Can you guys
videos and chats and all of that.
can you guys did anybody watch our 90 Day Fiance after show on Afterbuzz? I remember, it just feels so like funny saying that because we would do our whole, hey guys, this is Stacey and Linda from 90 Day Fiance Afterbuzz. You know. Aw. Our little intro.
What up, Caesar?
Hi
Caesar's in the,
Caesar. Woo!
Caesar's in the chat.
Joining.
You know what's so crazy is that
Yeah.
there's so many people that always ask, like, where's AfterBuzz? I miss you guys. Where's Stacey? You and Stacey should do a live or whatever. And it's so funny, like how all of this has come about.
I didn't even like I would I just when people would be like, oh, we watch you, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I love it. It's so nice.
We're like the OGs of 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about that. People are writing about Paul and his son. Woo! Woo! That was great. You guys, the drama, like I took another, like it went a step further, like extreme step further. And me and Linda were talking about this week and it's so crazy. Linda has some juicy scoop for you. Some, maybe. Linda?
I mean, I have a lot, right? Because, one of the things that happened was he called me and I was doing my show live on Friday at 8 p.m. So, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that because he's told me a lot of things. And even today, like, I haven't been sleeping because I do want people to know that this is an active case. It's active still. So I know that there's so much that's out there and people are reporting so many different things, Stacey, but I want you guys to like use your Google, check your facts, and the facts are if the Center for Missing and Exploited Children still have that flyer up, it means that it's still an active case. If they have not taken that flyer down, or you haven't heard from Louisville, Kentucky Police Department, then it's still an active case. So if you're hearing anything besides that, it's not true. It's not true. And to this day right now at 8 p.m. on Sunday night, it means that it's an open and active case. So what I don't want us to say is that, oh, by the way, everything's hunky-dory and la la la, because I know a lot of people are reporting on it. People are concerned, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, Stacey, it's about this child, and this child is 3 years old, and the Missing and Exploited Children's website is saying this is still an active case.
Yeah, and that's what like kind of bugged me about it. I mean, my own opinion, I was just like viewing stuff and I was like, wait, this is serious. This isn't about the show. This isn't about like all the other stuff. Like this is serious. Like I mean, we don't really know. Oh my gosh, my light. We don't really
I
know.
missed that about you, Stacey. This is what I missed.
That I'm so clumsy, guys. Guys, I'm clumsy. Like I'll straight up, I would like drop things on my clothes right before a show. It's like, no. Okay. So yeah, we're talking people oops. We're talking about Paul and what's going on. This is not a laughing matter. Sorry, my light just went out right now. Everything went completely dark. But yeah, that's what was bugging me was that people were talking about it like, oh, it's fine. He's found because this person said it. And that's not like if it's on that site, it's a legitimate site. And if CPS is involved, like there's a whole process that goes on. So for people to say like, oh, it's just, listen to this person like saying this who's being investigated right now, that kind of like, I'm like, you guys, we can't just say, oh, it's all fine now. Like there's an investigation going on. We don't really, I mean, Linda, you know more about it than me. I'm just what I've been reading online and stuff, but yeah, so this is really serious. This is extremely serious. We were just talking about a story that was posted too on his stories. And did you want to talk about that? Oh,
yeah, we can.
yeah, and he was showing, Paul just recently posted a story, and it was like we don't know where it was located, but it was like showing Brazilian food, wasn't it? Like Brazilian food and showing the Brazilian flag, like, and we're like, okay, like we don't know what's going on. That's why we're not saying this is what's happening. We're just reporting what has been out there, like what TMZ had, what Linda you had firsthand experience with, what other people, and I reported what People Magazine reported. So yeah, this is an active investigation, and that's what I really want people to know and to take it really seriously, because this is a child. These are their lives. Like it's not about the show. This is about his safety and his well-being and his brothers, like, and everyone involved, and we just wish them all well. Linda, did you want to go into like some of that, of what you know about it? I mean, you know more than me.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So I got sent by one of my followers this story, and the story about the children's, the missing flyer, and Pierre, he's missing since June 8th. And they asked me if I knew anything about it, and I had not. And I said, you know what, I'll reach out to Paul. I reached out to Paul and said, as you know, I'm a journalist for my job, so I'm not going to try to report something that I don't know is true. So I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, I got sent this. Is it true? And it took him a minute to reply. And I said, well, here's what I know. I did my research on my end, and it's from the real site. So Missing and Exploited Children since June 8th. I'm going to go ahead and post this. And if you want to respond, you can respond. He's like, well, let me call you. So he called me, and I was live doing my show. And to make a long story short, he said a lot of things, Stacey. He said that he was out of state and that he didn't mean to take Pierre, but he was like on a work trip, and it so happened. He talked about Pierre having extreme separation anxiety and having to always be with one parent. He talked about how he had allegedly had parental rights and won custody over the children since December. And Karine was only given like 1 hour visitation 1 week. He talked once a week. And then he talked about how Karine made some accusations and allegedly, according to Paul, told CPS, Child Protective Services, that Paul was trying to kill her. And because of those allegations, CPS pulled the children from him. And when they went to see if his parents could be legal guardians, Paul said that they were deemed not fit. And so they went into foster care. Then Paul went on to say that CPS pulled Ethan, the youngest, from daycare, and Paul was supposed to relinquish control of Pierre, but he did not. And so the thing that alarmed me the most about this whole situation is that as I was talking to him on Friday, I heard, and the people that were watching my show heard, a baby in the background. And I confronted him and I said, is that a baby? Because is that a baby I hear? And he said, yes, that's a baby. But he did not confirm on Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that it was indeed Pierre. What he did say was that he was out of state. We continued to talk, and I said, you need to like do the right thing, Paul. You need to take, you need to take that kid back. You need to fix this. And he went on to talk about how CPS is saying that his kids should be adopted out, which kind of, Stacey, doesn't make sense to me, because if you know anything about the CPS, those children have to be in foster care for some time before CPS recommends adopting out. But then Paul then said that CPS is trying to terminate both his parental rights and Karine's parental rights. He went on to blame Karine about a lot of things that he alleged that she's done to him. And he said that the only thing that he ever did to her was when he was driving with her, she tried to run them off the road, so he bit her hand to get it off the steering wheel. That's the only like domestic violence type of thing allegedly that he's done to her. Everything else he said that she has alleged about him is untrue. So there was a lot. We talked for about 45 minutes to an hour, and all I know, you guys, is that we only have to care about the 3-year-old child. And all I know is we have to pray that that 3-year-old child, because CPS is involved, gets back to CPS custody, and then they can determine what the right thing is to do from there. And again, I encourage everyone that's watching or reading the news from wherever you're reading it to know that if there is still an active and open missing and endangered child post up, then that's what you go by. Anything else is false reporting. You can't say that you know that child is safe and sound if you haven't heard from CPS, you haven't heard from Kentucky Police Department, you haven't heard from any of the actual authorities, then we're only, and by we I mean we who are reading whatever we're reading out there, are only speculating, and that's not helping anyone.
Yeah, it's such a sad situation. And like I was telling you too, like CPS, there's like a whole process that goes on with them too. And I don't think that's going to be made public. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be made public. This investigation is not going to, I don't think the police are going to make everything public. I mean, there was something that was reported to People today, People magazine, this is an open investigation and they're investigating it. And that was it. Like there's nothing else that we know. I mean, Linda, you've had firsthand knowledge, but I don't have any like knowledge about only what I'm getting from like sources and stuff. But yeah, it's a very serious matter, and we just like pray for Pierre and his brother and the whole family, because this is really, really sad. And I know it's a reality show. I know we talk about 90 Fiance. I know there's like always drama with the show, but this is like really serious, and that's what I want people to take consideration, is how serious it is, because yeah, it's scary. Like
a couple of things about there's no Amber Alert. You guys, so from what Paul told me, and again, I don't know what the details are, but I will say this: if Child and Protective Services went and posted this missing person site with child missing and endangered children, they're the ones that made that post. And what Paul told me, and again, this is only what Paul told me, so it's one-sided, but what he told me on Friday is that he was already out of state, and that's why there wasn't a missing Amber Alert in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, I don't know how Amber Alerts work state by state, but I will say, if we just go by simply the missing poster and the phone number that you can call, the police phone number you can call, or 911, that is all you need to go by. You go by what the authorities are saying, and that post is still live. That means this is still an active investigation. So I encourage you guys, again, don't come to conclusions about saying, oh, well, there's no Amber Alert, he's not missing because he's with Paul. If that poster is saying that this CPS does not know where this child is, then yes, indeed, he is missing. And until that poster comes down, that child is missing, period.
This is so sad. Like, I cannot believe this happened. When we saw that, I was like, wait, what? Like, and they haven't been on the show in a while. Like, they're not, and I don't, we were talking about that. Was TLC, like, maybe isn't going to have them back? We don't know for sure, but I don't know what's going on with all of that.
Well, they haven't been back.
Because we haven't seen them when we met.
Since the last major drama that happened with them, where you and I talked about this, how they were live on Instagram for literally 3 days in a row, and the police were involved in that as well. And since then, I don't believe the network has worked with him since then.
Yeah. And he's told, okay, so that you're kind of like, TMZ reported something, and it's pretty much the same thing of what you were told to.
It's everything that, yeah. So I talked to Paul at 8 p.m. I know he talked with 2 other bloggers on Friday, and then he talked to TMZ shortly thereafter, and said basically the same thing. Everyone kind of reported the same thing. I know that there are a few bloggers that reported some things that were a little bit different, but yeah.
Yeah.
Someone in the comments said Karine sent out a message. Yes, she did send out her official statement.
That she's been following, right, along with like legal things that she has to follow along with, right? Pretty much.
But she sent out an official statement, but in my opinion, Stacey, she said, like I even said this to you, she said a lot without saying anything at all.
So like no one really, I mean, we don't really know specifically where Pierre is right now, right? Nothing new has come out.
With who?
With Pierre, like we don't know where he's at exactly right now.
We know exactly what state he's in. We do know that he's still with Paul until I hear from the authorities or that missing and exploited children poster comes down, or the Kentucky Police Department makes an official statement, or CPS makes an official statement. He's still missing and endangered, period.
Oh my gosh. We have to, just you guys continue to pray for him and pray that he's safe, and he's going to be put in foster care, back in foster care to be adopted. I was reading that somewhere.
So like I said earlier, Paul said that, and I guess people in the chat right now are asking, so I will say it again. Paul said that once they were taken out of his custody, they were sent to foster care because Paul said, according to Paul, what he told me on Friday is that his parents could not take them because they were not deemed like proper guardians. And so Ethan was in foster care and is still in foster care, according to Paul, to this day. Paul was supposed to surrender Pierre to CPS, but according to Paul, what he told me on Friday, he didn't do that in a timely fashion. And so here we are.
Oh my gosh, she's on the run. Like right now, like, I mean, and I don't know if we'll find out, how will we find out if Pierre was found, or authorities will release that information, like how, I don't know how that works too much. So I'm just learning, everyone, like you are too.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. I just really, all of us need to continue to pray that for the entire family, really for the entire family, because again, so this, we all know Paul and Karine and their children from 90 Day Fiancé, but this is real life. And this is a missing and endangered child. And that's what I think everyone should keep forefront in their minds, is that you guys can talk about whoever and whatever, and us bloggers can say whatever. And again, like I said at the top of this live, do your own research. Go to the website and see what it says. If that poster is indeed still active, then it's still an active investigation.
Yeah, they're not gonna leave it up if a child is
not
missing anymore. Like
they're not. And if you know anything, say something. If you know anything, do something. And I honestly believe that this is a 3-year-old child, and it's an active investigation, and it's serious, period.
Yeah. We're reading some of the comments right now. Yeah, guys, just continue to pray because this is extremely serious. Yeah. Well, hopefully, God willing, everything will turn out right, and then that he's safe. And I was just kind of too looking when I was watching his stories with the Brazil stuff. I'm like stuff like the Brazilian food, like those things coming out. I'm like,
So a lot of people are asking in the chat, like, why Karine doesn't have custody. And so if you guys don't remember, there was a lot of stuff that stemmed from 2020 of from 2020 when, again, like I said, Paul and Karine made headlines from that where they went live and there was some DV allegations. Well, Paul and Karine were already in court for DV allegations. And so because there were DV allegations, she did not have custody of the children because Paul was alleging domestic abuse against himself. And there was videos that you can see everywhere that was out there that triggered this domestic violence situation.
Yeah,
And
if you guys watched that on live, weren't they going on live and stuff? Remember that? And it was like wild.
Yeah. And so that's why. So again, you guys, we're only, and I said this to you, Stacey, offline, we're only getting 1% of the information, and we're getting 1% of the information from 50% of the party. And so we only know what we know. And so I encourage everyone to go by what law enforcement is saying, go by what Child Protective Services is saying, go by what the National Organization for Missing and Exploiting Children are saying, and that's that. If you're getting your updates from anywhere else where that information is not vetted, then I think that, and I implore you to do your own research. Do your own research. And for me as a journalist, like I said to you, Stacey, I'm not going to report something that I don't know is true. I will tell you what I know. I'll tell you what Paul told me on Friday. But to me, it's still an active and open investigation until someone in authority says it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, this is extremely serious. I keep saying that, but people, it kind of, when I saw all the comments, because I posted something about, from that website, the Missing Children's website, people were saying, no, he's found. And I was like, you guys, we can't just think automatically, like, there's agencies that are taking care of all of this right now. There's law enforcement, every active in this case. It's an open investigation. So, like, what the bloggers say, what we say, like, we're just getting what everybody else is getting. So we're not really getting a lot more information. So there's a lot that we don't know. I mean, I'm learning a lot from Linda. She's telling me a lot of stuff that she's getting firsthand, some of that information. And then I'm reading TMZ and people and different sources that are getting that information.
Okay, but and Stacey, sorry to jump in, but I also want to, again, remind everyone, if people don't remember from the top of our live, on Friday, Paul talked to quite a few bloggers on Friday night. When this story leaked or was more readily available to everyone, especially in our 90-day community, that was this Friday that just passed. And I was one of the people that Paul talked to, and he talked to quite a few, like I'll say less than 5, but he talked to quite a few different bloggers, journalists, whatever you want to call them. Then he talked to TMZ shortly thereafter, and TMZ is a major outlet, and he literally said the same or kind of a variation of the story to each of our outlets. And then, like I said to you at the top of the show, I woke up to a message from him at 4:55 a.m. today, and I'm not going to share that message yet, but I will say this. I go by the facts. Go by the facts. Go by the facts, you guys. Go by the facts, period. And I, like this Cast the Noodles, I see your Us Magazine link, but again, I encourage you to go to the authorities. Go to the Kentucky Police website. Go to the CPS website. Go to the Missing and Exploited Children website. Go to the source. And if you don't go to the source, whoever you're following, blogger, entertainment outlet, journalist, whoever, make sure that person has vetted their information. Because I can tell you something right now that could not be true. If you don't know me, you haven't followed me for years, or you haven't followed 90 Day Fiancé now for years, then you don't know if I'm vetting that information. People that know me know that as a journalist, my reputation is is on the line if I don't vet my information. And so that I'm not going to report something that I don't know is true. And so I encourage you guys, make sure where you're getting your information from, that person has vetted their information. If not, take it with a grain of salt. But when it comes to a 3-year-old missing and endangered child, that needs to be at the forefront. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are putting, what if he's in Brazil? I hope to God not. Like, yeah.
I mean, you and I talked about that. I don't know what to say.
We don't know. Like, we don't know. We're bloggers. We're reposting stuff like that. We're getting, and Linda's getting firsthand stuff. I'm not. But yeah. And then, interesting. Just reading some of the comments. But do you want to switch over to some lighter news?
Sure. Let's end this with some lighter news.
News, guys.
Before we move on to something else that's lighter, you guys, again, I just encourage you to not believe everything that you just see because someone says it, and to also remember that there's a critical and missing child involved here, and to just pray for the safety of everyone involved and for this to be resolved quickly and amicably. And let's just pray for everyone involved, because there is a 3-year-old involved in this, and that for me is my main concern.
Yeah, and the best for these children. Yeah, it's like I noticed with like reality, people get, I mean, it's like, you know, to watch, you know, there's a lot of drama and stuff, but like with this stuff, it's just like real life stuff. We can't just say like, you know, some of the TV stuff, like, I mean, it is reality, but
this is real.
This is like legit, like serious stuff.
This is real.
Like, this isn't,
I cannot imagine like us knowing that there's a missing and endangered child, period, and you can spin it however you want to spin it and say, oh, the baby is with Paul, and Paul told my platform that Pierre suffers from extreme separation anxiety. But again, whether that's true or not, I'm only getting 50% of the side, and the authorities are looking for you. They're looking for you, and they're looking for that child. So let's deal with that. At the end of the day, it's about the safe return of that child.
Yeah, 100%. That all turns out great. I'm just reading some of the comments. And if you guys hear about anything else, share it with us. We do like to read stuff from followers too, and other bloggers.
I just want to address this MMCD777. Again, I don't personally like when people assume things that they don't know anything about. You weren't there when I spoke to him. You don't know what I said to him. I'm only sharing part of it. So you don't know what I did and did not do. So please don't continue to spread lies. That's what I cannot stand. Like, have your facts, y'all. Have your facts. You can't assume things just because you want to. Just don't put stuff out there. Like, that's just not how I roll. I can't. First of all, we're doing this live because we care about the children.
Yeah, I have not done very many lives. Or
I care about the children, and that's like it. And if we continue to shine light on this issue, hopefully someone sees something and says something, and I'm doing my part. Everything that I know, I'm sharing, and I'm doing my part, and that is all I can do. And I'm encouraging you guys to educate yourselves in that. Go to the authorities' websites and see what you see out there, rather than like that person I just mentioned, rather than just throwing out random things, because that's not helpful. You can say and do whatever you want to do. You can talk BS about us bloggers or whatever. But if you don't know me and you haven't followed me for years, you don't know anything about me, so you don't know what I have and have not done. Stacey, I know you know me, and you know that I'm all about neutrality and reporting the facts. And so I came on here just to like report what I know and report my firsthand experience, and all the rest is just extra noise. Let's not take away from the issue here. And the issue is there is a missing and critical 3-year-old child that is out there, and we need to find him.
Yeah. And we have worked with a lot of the cast in the past. I know people are like, who are you guys? Like, we have worked with the cast. We have worked with TLC in the past. We had a show for years on AfterBuzztv. Linda was great. She reported so much of the news that was going on it was constant though, the news that was coming out, remember? And we were just having like sheets and sheets of paper of like new news. And so she really did a lot of investigating, a lot of research, even about like the whole like legal process of coming, someone getting married from another country to someone here. Like I learned a lot on the show. So yeah, I know you definitely do your research, do investigate like hardcore. And yeah, so I just want everyone just to pray for Pierre, pray for the family, Ethan, all of them, everyone involved. Pray that the best outcome comes, because this is really serious, and we really want to help Pierre, and we want him to be safe overall.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So someone asked us, I know this is like a little transition, they said, would either of you go on 90 Day?
I absolutely would not.
Linda, I used to try to get you on, remember?
I know, Stacey, I have a show right now that, as you guys know, that I do like every week. And I mean, I can't imagine. And I always joke about possibly going on the show because of being in a long distance situation, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Would you do it?
I don't know. Like, I never say never about anything because I don't know. Like, I mean, certain things I'm like, okay, I'll never do that. But I don't know. Imagine.
That would be crazy.
I don't know if I could. These cast members, shout out to all the cast members. Because seriously, the stuff, even when we used to do our podcast, like the stuff that came out, the stuff that is said about them, like you guys, everyone comes at them hard. Like it is, you are under a microscope and they go and dig up your past. They're like looking at old elementary school photos, like every ex-boyfriend you had. So, I mean...
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not.
I love watching it. I was first always a fan of the show. I watch all the spin-offs, all the things. But I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Honestly, I don't know if I could do it.
Would you guys, who people in the live, would you guys go on 90 Day? I'm reading some. Would you guys go on 90 Day? Are the cast members in here? Some of them were in here in the beginning. I don't know if they got like...
Oh, do you mind if a lot of people are asking where they can find me. So I'm at 90 Day the Melanated Way, or you can find me at Linda's So Girly. But if you want to do all things 90 Day Fiance for news and gossip, then I'm at 90 Day the Melanated Way. Thank you for asking, and thank you for the support.
Cast and Noodle said, not a chance. George Mossy said, not a chance. People are like, hell no.
Hell no.
Now Upino said, no. Diesel, hell no.
Dope midwife said, Stacey, one dope midwife said, I'd go on the other way in a heartbeat. Get me out of here.
Oh, dang, brave soul. You know what? Shout out, though, to the people that will go on, because I'm like, I'll watch. But you know what I really miss? The Single Life.
Oh, yeah, I love that show, too.
That show, have you guys seen The Single Life? That show is... Oh, I got addicted.
Like, so the single life is something that I might do, right? Like just going on dates and having them recorded. I might do that.
Yeah. That's brave too. I get so nervous. I'm like,
Elaine's asking, who's your favorite 90 Day couple?
You want, okay. Recent one, Jasmine and Gino. I think they're hilarious. Like, I don't know. Jasmine and Gino are so funny. Like,
they are
I don't
funny
for TV. Like, I'm like, even when I see their stuff on oh my gosh, sorry.
Instagram.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Phone calls and texts were coming in as I got distracted too. Their social media stuff's hilarious. George Mossy said that too. Jasmine, you know,
like I don't know if you saw that song that Jasmine did to serenaded to Gina was hilarious.
It reminded me of Europe when I went, that song. Casting notes said Armando and Kenny. Who's your favorite couple, Linda?
From all time or like most recently?
Sorry, I'm learning the comments. Sorry, you guys are funny.
It's hard because I have a top three. So my top three are definitely David and Annie from old school, just because we've known them from old school.
You guys are so awesome in person too. Like,
yeah,
met them. We've met a lot of the cast. We've worked with TLC. We've worked with a lot of cast, and like they're so nice. They're so like open to like being like they're just great. They're always open to collaborate. Everything. They're nice to fans.
My second would be Jovi and Yara because I think they're just hilarious.
Oh yeah. She was in that chat right now. I don't know if she left. Yara was.
Pardon?
Yara was in the live earlier, but I don't know. Any of the cast members, are they on the live? Let me see.
And then my third, so yeah, David and Annie, Julia and Yara, and then I guess just because I think her personality is really hilarious is Brandon and Julia. Because Julia, to me, her personality is just so funny, and some of their social media stuff literally cracks me up.
On the farm?
Yes.
There was one where she was like dressed up. She's like, where am I going to wear my dresses to? Because he's like, why don't you dress up anymore? I'm like, who else can relate to that? I can relate to it. Because like,
that part.
I mean, since the pandemic, I mean, our lives have changed a lot. We were always out and about and now, you know, doing all the events in LA and everything. Now it's like,
yep.
Here we are. Is there anything? Oh, this season, you guys. So this season, wow. What do you think, Linda? This season,
you go first.
It's a different vibe. Like, I mean, I know we've been part of. We've seen the seasons for so long. It's different now. I think the times are changed. With social media are changing too. So I feel like people are more into. I don't know. I notice a lot of people aren't really liking it. They're a little bored. I'm kind of like,
I'll say this, Stacey.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll say this. This is what I'll say. When Discovery Plus first came out, and they used to have this show, they used to do like the pre-show, and it used to come out on Friday instead of Sunday. I would stay up late for Friday, even if I was trying to have plans outside of the house. I would stay and wait for it to come out and watch it on Friday night.
Yeah.
Right now, I am 3 episodes behind still. That will tell you how I feel about this season.
It's, you know what? And that's what, remember in the beginning when we used to do our show, this season would be really slow in the beginning. Remember we would talk about that and we'd be like, oh, it's slow. Like, here we go. And then it went boom. And it went crazy. Like in the end, like there was so much drama.
Yeah.
It was like wild. But yeah, it just seems a little slower. I feel like, I think we're not, I don't know if it's because the cast member, they're not releasing that much outside information. You know how we would get some drama on social media from a lot of the cast members before, like things they would just start going live, like, you know, with not listening to TLC, which is not, you know, I get it while they're not, because they have to follow certain rules, these cast members, but I noticed we're not getting as much of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it there. I'll say this: I'm loving Love in Paradise. I love all the couples on Love in Paradise. You know, shout out to Ariana and Sherla, and I think that they're hilarious. I'm learning a lot about Danielle and her situation. Like, I love. If you guys are not watching 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise, if you're missing the old school 90 Day, I encourage you to watch that show because it is so hilarious. It's so fresh. It's new, and it just gives me that like, oh, I remember when we first started watching 90 Day. It gives you that vibe.
Yeah. I haven't seen that show as much. I need to get on it.
You need to get on it, Stacey. It's really, really good.
I know, but you know, these shows are like, I watch like every single one.
Hey Kelly,
like, okay.
Hey Kelly, hey, that's our friend Kelly.
Who?
And Molly are our peoples.
Wait, who? Wait, where? What?
Kelly.
Oh,
Kelly Love in Paradise is good.
Someone
Are
put
you
big
there? You
S
see it?
here. No, I'm like looking.
What up, George? I see you. Hi, Raydella.
Wait, on live? Oh my gosh, I'm so behind, guys, on social. I mean, is it just 2 people I can go on live, right?
Pardon?
It's only 2 people. You can't have the updated
Oh,
Instagram.
no, you can have up to 4 people.
Guys, cast members, hit us up. Join us.
Tell them just
cast members.
Kelly, go ahead and request to join. Go ahead and request to join.
Sorry, I'm like trying to. Oh, Biniam join. Want to join our live?
Yeah.
Oh,
4 people
Biniam area. I love them too. Like, I think they're great. They're like, I feel like they're like now a season, like a OG couple. You know, because we were covering them before.
Yeah.
Let's see who's requested. Guys, cast members request to join.
Hit that join. Say what up.
You don't have to spoil. You don't have to. You don't have to release any information. Just say hi to the followers. Us. Oh, did you see? I think it was Hamza. He wrote to Biniam that he's ready to fight or like do MMA. I think.
Let's do it. I would love to see that fight.
Like, hey. That's cool. That was cool. That fight, like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That was like a different spin on 90 Day because we've never seen anything like that. Wait, so let me see. Why is it not updating who? Everyone's like, no, we're not gonna join. Okay.
Benny versus Hamza. Everyone's down for it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if Hamza said he wanted to like fight him, Benny, but I don't know if he wanted to do it on his own or start fighting or whatever. That's intense. Like, seriously, that sport. Oh my gosh. And boxing, all of that. MMA boxing, that is intense. Like, you have to be training.
Yeah. And we can tell that Benny's been training for sure too, right?
Yeah.
You've done his social media how much he's been training.
Yeah. So props to him for all that hard work. That's like, people are writing. Oh, people are saying Binny, Ari, and Avi, I just love. They're awesome. Why is that?
Oh,
can you
what
see
up, Sherlon? We were just talking about you. We love you on your show. We love you. We think that you are doing the right thing, co-parenting, and love it. Love in paradise. Make sure you guys are watching.
Wait, who is it?
Sherlon. Remember I told you Sherlon and Ariana from Love in Paradise?
Yeah.
He just joined the live, and I'm shutting him out because listen, first time dad, he did a fine job on that last episode, Stacey.
What happened?
Well, he was meeting his son for the first time, and Ariana was like, listen, you got to do, I've been parenting for the last 10 months. You got to do you. He had a baby jumper ready. He had like one of those crib thingies ready. He changed the diaper like a pro. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's good peeps. Good peeps. Someone's asking, can we co-host Bears All?
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. Maybe we do a Q&A before we jump off this. If you guys have questions.
Guys, or if you guys have any questions, I need to get back. I'm going to start doing more lives on here too. We love you too, Biniam.
Love you, Benny.
But yeah, do you guys have any questions? Any questions about the news? I feel like it's late for people from other. Where are you guys from? I want to know what state you're from because we're in California right now. So it is 8:44 here. But I was like, wait, we might be going on. And what time would it be in New York?
It's 3 hours ahead. So 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11:44. So almost midnight.
Okay. People are in bed. Maybe we need to go on earlier. Where's everyone from? Can you guys, Florida? Oh, TD's from Florida. Where in Florida?
California.
Woo, Cali. We're in Cali.
Florida. What up, Shelby? Mississippi.
Mississippi. I've never been there. Oh, Florida. The water is so nice there. Just like laying in a spa.
Every time I think of Mississippi, I think of like being in elementary school and learning how to spell Mississippi. M-I-S-S. Anyways, it was a song. I love that.
Arkansas, Iowa. I've never been there. I need to go. I need to try Massachusetts.
Minnesota, Chicago. Tampa. What up, Los Angeles? Brazil. Oh
my gosh. One dope midwife that's in on a plane. Wait, in flight from Texas though. Wait, in Cali. In flight. What is I'm not reading that.
She's on a plane. She's on a plane from Texas flying to California. That's cool.
Yeah. Mariah's from Minnesota, Tampa. I've never been there, Micah. The water,
oh wait,
Florida water.
Deborah, don't hate me, but I'm gonna try this. Is it Kissimmee, Florida?
Brazil.
Is that how you say it? Stacey, how do you say that? Is
wait,
it Kissimmee? Kissimmee, Florida?
I don't know. Kiss me? Kiss me?
Kiss me?
Kiss me? Kiss me.
Debbie, don't laugh at me.
Brazil! Ida Need 15 is from Brazil. Iowa.
North Carolina.
Have you been to these places, Linda? I need to get out.
I haven't been to like a lot of the South, like I haven't been to Mississippi or North Carolina, but I've been to many. Oh, Toronto, a fellow Canuck, what up?
El Salvador, Chris, 1968. Oh, I want to go to El Salvador. That'd be so cool. Canada, Santana J, Canada. I've never been to Canada. Gosh,
Stacey, come home with me. You should come home with me then.
I should.
Come to Vancouver with me. We would have a
blast. It seems like so pleasant there. I grew up in SoCal, so it's like we're kind of in a bubble. It's like a lot of people like stay forever.
Oh, Pierre, Ontario. Brooklyn's in the house. What up, Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've never been to New York. I need to go to New York.
Stacey,
my friend's coming next week from New York, and like she's like, dude, I've been to Florida. I've been to other countries. I've been to Montana, play volleyball. I've been to like Hawaii.
Stacey, you need to go. You need to go to New York immediately.
I know. I need
Stacey,
to.
you need
like
to go
it's
to
sad.
New York immediately.
It's so sad. I probably wouldn't want to leave. Brooklyn, Bella. Woo! I need to visit. I really need to go. Ooh, Nashville. I want to go there too.
I love Nashville.
Really, you've been there?
Mm-hmm.
The music seems like crazy cool.
It's a good city. It's a good city. Y'all who've never been to New York, you guys need to go to New York. You'll love it.
I want to see like a Broadway play and like.
Yeah, you have to do all the things. All
touristy things.
All right, Stacey, I think that's
okay.
It. No questions.
Ooh, you guys, okay, no questions. But if you guys have questions, DM us. Hit up. We'll do another live soon.
This was great. Yeah. I miss you, Stacey.
I miss you too. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all the tea, for everything, all your reporting and research. Because I'm a little behind.
And thank you for just being so fun and positive. And I love that out of AfterBuzz, all of this came about, and I miss you, and we have to do more of these lives for sure.
I can't believe I'm so embarrassed. I knocked my light off. Like I literally, I'm like, do I want to save this and post this?
Molly's in the house. Hi,
Molly, join us. Molly, join us.
We love you.
Oh, join us. Join us. Join us.
Join us. Join us. Join us.
Guys, okay. Maybe I'll say, okay, I'll save it. But that was really embarrassing in the beginning. Oh my God, I miss our show, you guys. I miss our panel. I miss our podcast. Linda has one though. You guys can follow her at night. Day the Melanated Way, and then you have like a Patreon, right? And you do a show there and do all the news.
So I have I'm everywhere on social media at 90 Day the Melanated Way. We do YouTube shows. I do them like 4 or 5 times a week. So there are YouTube shows, there are Patreon shows that are a couple of times a week as well. And then, of course, I have Instagram, Facebook, all the things. So if you're looking for a 90 Day the Melanated Way, you will find me. We bring you the news and gossip all day, every day.
And guys, you can find me, well, here at 90 Day Fiance now. Join. I'm Stacey, by the way. I think people are like, who runs this page? Because I'm like not even.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? When we started talking, we didn't even introduce ourselves. We just started talking. Do-do-do.
Like everyone knew who we were. We're like, oh, I'm Stacey, guys. We had a show together in Afterbuzz. That's how this all started. And I started this page years ago, like on Christmas. I think I was just like, I'm just going to start this. And we would use it to promote our podcast and stuff and connect with the fans, because the fans were so awesome and they'd reach out to us, and we just wanted to connect with you guys and get you connected with other cast members. And then, yeah, I started this page. And then, you know what's so funny? And I'll always remember this. I had 3 followers, and it was like Teresa Giudici was one of the followers. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I have 3 followers. It's just I was so proud. I was like, wow, it's funny. But yeah, guys, just follow us. I'm going to go back on and do some lives and stuff. Linda is awesome with the news. I post what I find, or like I'm researching stuff. Linda gets a lot of the tea, guys. So follow her. She gets the tea. And
Hey,
you do a lot of red carpets and stuff too, right? You do other like.
Yeah, so that's primarily what I do is all the entertainment news. So yeah, like I think the last junket I did was the Top Gun.
Wait,
movie.
Tell her.
He's so hot.
Oh my God, I had the biggest crush on him forever. And people were like, what? And I'm like, no, why is he something about him is so hot. Like,
everything
so
about him is hot.
Like,
you know, and that's a whole other story. When I started the interview that I did with him with a joke, and it wasn't funny. I laughed. He didn't laugh. And it was so embarrassing.
No way. Wait. What was the joke?
Because everyone has, like, on that, you have a call sign.
Yeah.
Right? And so
yeah.
I was like, because I'm a journalist, I made my call sign alphabet, right? Because we write all the time. And so then I introduced myself as that, and I started laughing. He was looking at me like, oh, that's not super funny.
And you were like, wait, you were on a Zoom though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because in person I would have been like, no. He's so hot. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, she interviewed him. Lucky. But I would have been so nervous. And then,
yeah. He's a hottie 2x4 for sure.
And then when they post on Entertainment Tonight those videos of all his like dancing and stuff, I'm like, oh, his lucky wife. His lucky wife. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining. We love you. Stay connected. DM me, DM us. Any news, anything you guys want to share? Memes. I love memes.
I'm gonna leave you guys with this tea.
Memes.
And again, I'm Linda from 90 Day the Melanated Way, as well as you can find my entertainment news at Linda Is So Girly. And I'll leave you guys with this tea. There is someone on a current season that we are watching right now that is pregnant.
Can I guess?
You can guess.
You're not going to tell us the answer? I already think I know. Some people are like, you know, when they have that glow. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
I'll tell you who it is offline, Stacey.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys. We love you. Love you guys. Happy 4th of July if you're celebrate it. But yeah, be safe.
Bye.
Bye guys.